kind of sit on something and wait for something to hit me. I wanted to take action right away and take care of it. So I decided to have the surgery, and going through that surgery was probably one of the some of the most pain that I've ever experienced in my life. I remember sitting up for the first time after having the surgery, and it was it instantly brought me to tears. And my mom was in the room, and the doctors, and I mean everybody was crying in there because they could see the pain that I was undergoing. But through that experience, I've learned so much about myself and kind of the determination and kind of the willpower that I have to get through something like that. Most of the surgeries of that nature usually last for about 7 days in the hospital, but I was able to get out in 3 days and kind of just worked at it and got up and started moving. And I didn't want to sit around in a hospital. I'd rather be out living my life. So I did that, and then on the last day I was at the hospital, they had run the tests on my lymph nodes, and it actually came back positive that there was cancer present in my lymph nodes. So I was informed that I would have to undergo 2 cycles of chemo kind of after. So it was another kind of knock that I had to undergo. And after that, in preparation for chemo, you hear horror stories of people, getting sick, and I'm sure everybody has heard their own personal story of a chemo patient. So I can read on all those, kind of set me off, and I didn't really know what to think. But testicular cancer chemo is a little bit different than other types, where it's basically set up as a 3-week cycle. For the first week, you're undergoing treatment for 8 to 9 hours per day, and then there's 2 weeks following that you kind of have that time to recharge your body, because for that first week you're on a constant IV. You have a plug in your arm the entire week so that they have quick access to it. And it was a bit of a trying experience. I mean, I didn't get sick, but I had severe migraines, and that was probably the biggest thing for it. One of the good things about it was that I lost some taste for some pretty bad food, so I can't eat Rocky Rococo's pizza anymore, unfortunately. But I mean, other than that, it was a pretty rough experience, but it was it's brought me to where I am now. I think that experience of cancer as a whole has really changed how I outlook on life. My girlfriend loves country music, and it always brings me back to hearing that song "Live Like You Were Dying" by Tim McGraw. And it's really kind of set the stage for how I try to live my life now. I try to just kind of take everything for what it is, not read too much into it. And I kind of think of my experience as a gift, where somebody that might not have been able to go through it might not see life how I do. I get to see, I mean, every day when the sun comes up, I get to see how beautiful it is, and I get to see how stupid some arguments are. I mean,